So you mentioned swaddling and white noise, and I completely agree. I am very pro swaddling, but regardless of how much evidence I put out there to say this is really great and wonderful and safe and SIDS, and this is so many benefits to swaddling, I always get people who tell me, no, my baby hates. We tried it one time, they hate it, and I guess I'm wondering, are there actual swaddle haters, or is that just kind of user error?
Most babies will cry or even scream when you start swaddling them. Mm-hmm. And the reason for that is because in the womb, their arms were bent like this with their hands by their mouth. Mm-hmm. Once they're out of the womb, within weeks, their arms naturally relax when they're comfortable. They'll go like this again when they're upset, but they relax when they're comfortable. So in the beginning, when you swaddle them, you actually have to press on their arms a little bit to get them straight. And many babies will resist that or even start to cry. So naturally, a parent will assume, well, my baby doesn't like that. But honestly, your baby doesn't get a vote, because in the womb, this is how much room the babies have. They can move their hands an inch, but then there's the womb wall around them. So babies don't need freedom. They need security. And if you don't wrap a baby, they're going to flail in the middle of the night. They're going to hit themselves in the face, and it's just going to be a mess. Swaddling is a cornerstone to calming a baby. But here's the thing. You swaddle the baby really snug, arms at the side, mm-hmm. and then you layer on the other S's, mm-hmm. side stomach position, shushing, swinging, etc. That's what turns on the calming reflex. And then the swaddling keeps them calmer longer, helps them sleep longer without startling themselves to sleep, etc. So swaddling has to be, nothing's going to work well, and especially to keep a baby on the back, because babies don't like to sleep on their backs. No. They feel like falling, but parents have to do the back position because that's Absolutely. The only safe position for babies. So what do? You swaddle them and you use white noise, and if you do that, then they'll sleep on their backs perfectly fine.
So when someone says, no, I tried it, that my baby hated it, we say, no, let's try again. Let's really, it's
and watch the DVD at that point, because they may not be swaddling correctly or using a big enough blanket or something like that.
It's the only DVD it's the only real good video out there that just lets you see it happening live, so that you at home can take your swaddle blanket and follow along with the video. Exactly.
But everyone needs practice with this. As a matter of fact, it's best to practice on a doll.
Yeah.
Because the hardest thing to swaddle a baby who's screaming and upset, either swaddle your baby when they're asleep already or swaddle a doll, just to practice it. Yeah. Once you get the hang of it, it's like riding a bicycle. I mean, it's super easy to do. But you have to snug it and make it. Parents worry about, and this is one of the reasons guys actually are the best swaddlers in the family. It's like an engineering task.
Yeah.
And they're willing to make it super snug. The arms have to be snug. The legs are not. The legs can move. You want the legs loose-ish, but you want the arms very snug, because that's what's going to end up helping your baby to be calm and sleep better.
I'll admit I'm a Velcro swaddler, because I can't even wrap Christmas presents and they're not moving. And then they have the ones where you can leave the legs out so you can get them in the swing and buckle them in safely, but still have the arms swaddled. So
I don't like the legs out so much, I have to say, because then they get stimulated by that. They get overly active.
But how do you put them in a swing without the legs out?
Oh, it's super easy. You just swaddle them the regular way, and then you just kind of make a little crotch.
Oh, like a V.
Yeah, like a V, and that goes, on the strap or the bar, and then they're in.
Great tip. So we know that swaddling once a baby flips over is unsafe, and you have to stop. There's no middle ground. Baby's flipping over, you have to be out, right? No. Okay.
No, it's another misunderstanding. Yeah, finger wag.
Okay.
So babies should not sleep swaddled on their stomachs. Uh-huh. That's true. And with young babies, every day you want to anyway give them some tummy time where they're practicing lifting their heads and getting strong, so that if they do accidentally roll to their stomach, or somebody who doesn't know puts them on their stomach, they can move their heads away so they don't get stuck. Mm-hmm. Now, if your baby is rolling over and they're still needing the swaddling, what you do at that point in time is you swaddle them and you put them in a fully reclined swing or baby seat. That way they're buckled in. They can't roll over. They don't have to be swinging in it. Yep. It's something that they're buckled into so they can't roll over. So that's another option that parents have.
There's nothing greater than having a world-famous pediatrician make a suggestion that I had come to on my own, which is that you could go back to some sort of, safe strapped-in device like a swing to buy yourself a little more swaddle time if it's too soon to unswaddle.
Yeah, and that
because the
way
last
you're
thing
not
you want to
going
do is
crazy.
what?
You're not going crazy being worried, that, oh my God, in the middle of the night something bad's going to happen. Because you don't want babies swaddled on their stomachs. That's just the rule. You don't want them swaddled on their stomachs.